What if a single app could write your kid's homework, take your job, or convince a teenager it's their best friend? Forget the sci-fi robots and Hollywood doomsday machines. Today, artificial intelligence now lives on your phone, in the classroom, and inside nearly every boardroom on Earth. Billions are pouring in.
That number is going to be over $90 billion.
$40 billion, $78.6 billion. That would be a 78% gain.
And governments are scrambling to answer one question. Should AI be reined in or set loose? Let's take a look at the facts. Artificial intelligence research dates back to the 1950s, when researchers first built machines that could mimic narrow slices of human thinking, such as playing chess, recognizing patterns, and solving simple math problems. For decades, AI stayed exactly that: narrow, specialized, and limited. Because the systems were small and the impact was modest, governments saw little reason to step in. There were no major laws, no global frameworks, no real oversight. AI quietly developed in the background for over half a century. And then, everything changed.
ChatGPT. Maybe you've heard of it.
In the last few years, the rise of large, all-purpose AI systems has forced governments to act. And they've taken very different paths. The European Union built an expansive, risk-based framework called the AI Act, which sorts AI systems by how dangerous they could be. The US went the opposite direction, with a decentralized mix of federal guidance and state-level initiatives. The United Kingdom landed somewhere in the middle, favoring flexible, sector-by-sector oversight, and China embedded AI directly into its centralized governance system, requiring companies to register their algorithms and align them with state priorities. 4 major economies, 4 very different visions for how to control the technology that may define this century. As AI capabilities accelerated, so did the warnings, many of them coming from inside the field itself. In October of 2025, a group of high-profile researchers renewed public calls to pause the development of AI superintelligence until stronger safety and governance systems are in place.
Twitter and Tesla CEO Elon Musk and Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak are among those who signed a letter calling for a 6-month break in the race to develop more powerful AI.
Then, in December of 2025, the Future of Life Institute published a report concluding that leading AI developers lacked credible strategies to prevent what it called catastrophic misuse or loss of control of highly capable systems. The report intensified an already loud debate over how to make sure AI does what humans actually want, and what happens if it doesn't.
In 6 hours, he says the computer came up with designs for 40,000 highly toxic molecules.
While the experts argued the technology was already in the hands of children. A 2025 study found that 2/3 of U.S. teens were using AI chatbots, with over a quarter using them every single day. A separate survey revealed that most parents were concerned about AI use, and that schools had offered very little guidance to families. Experts warn that without supervision, kids could be exposed to misinformation, emotional dependency, and in rare cases, serious mental health crises. In response, major AI companies including OpenAI and Anthropic rolled out parental controls for users under 18. The picture isn't entirely grim, though. Some research suggests AI chatbots may help reduce depression, anxiety, and stress in teens. In January of 2025, the U.S. policy landscape changed overnight. President Donald Trump signed an executive order, which revoked President Biden's 2023 AI executive order, resetting the federal government's posture on the technology. The new administration made innovation and competitiveness top priorities, and in July 2025 launched an AI action plan to ease regulation on private sector development. Vice President J.D. Vance argued that heavy AI regulation could cripple the industry, as administration officials framed AI leadership as essential to beating China. In July, the European Commission published a voluntary code of practice on general-purpose AI, clarifying expectations on transparency, copyright, and safety. In the U.S., the Senate killed a proposed 10-year moratorium on new state AI regulations, after a heated debate over federal versus state authority. Meanwhile, China kept rolling out its AI rulebook, including content labeling and algorithm oversight. the most aggressive top-down approach of any major economy. So, is this a problem to be solved or a future to be unleashed? On AI, two competing narratives have emerged. The pro-establishment narrative says excessive regulation risks slowing progress and weakening competitiveness. With little evidence, it reduces real-world harm. Many of the most cited risks, like discrimination, consumer fraud, and product liability, are already covered by existing law. And strict rules would only help the biggest companies, raising costs and squeezing out smaller firms before the risks are even understood. The establishment critical narrative tells a very different story. Since the 1950s, AI advanced for decades without meaningful oversight, but for most of that time, the systems were narrow and largely benign. Scalable, self-learning AI changed the equation. AI is now a disruptive force that can concentrate power, distort markets, and undermine democracy. And the more autonomous it gets, the higher the risk if no one governs it. Current regulations aren't a rejection of innovation. They're a long overdue response to a technology that's grown far beyond what anyone first imagined.